Hello there and welcome. How's it going? This is Mark Castillo, aka the Digital Marketing Warrior. Welcome to the Ask and Be Inspired affiliate marketing live stream, designed to help you get unstuck, produce results, and achieve time freedom. How well do you understand your mind? Do you understand how it can work for you and how it can work against you? Understanding how your mind works can make all the difference between you finally breaking through and achieving success or you staying the same, doing exactly what you've always done with no changes in your life. I remember when I first got started with this affiliate marketing business that I started building dating all the way back from 2016. I didn't really understand how important it was to work on personal development every day. I didn't understand how important it is to understand how your mind works. Now, oftentimes when we hear the term mind, we often associate mind with intelligence. And while that is somewhat true, there's more to understand beyond just intelligence. And it wasn't until when I started diving into personal development that I learned this brilliant concept from Bob Proctor about how the mind works. So what I'm going to go ahead and do right now is I'm going to go ahead and get out a whiteboard and a marker. And I encourage you to get out a notebook and a pen or a pencil. That way you can actually write down what I'm going to be showing you. This can mean the difference between you achieving success or staying in failure. Okay, so you got a notebook, a pen, or a pencil? Fantastic. So let's start off by drawing a circle. And then we draw a line down to a little circle. Then on one side, we have ignorance. And then knowledge. Okay. So it looks like this. So on one side, we have ignorance. And then on the other side, we have knowledge. We have a circle here and a little circle right over here. Now we're going to divide this big circle into two. This big circle is going to represent your mind. So in here, we have our conscious mind. Now, what is our conscious mind? Our conscious mind is our thinking mind. It has the ability to accept or reject. So our conscious mind is our thinking mind. It has the ability to accept or reject information that goes in to the mind. Now, our subconscious mind works differently. So on the bottom half, we have our subconscious mind. This one is our emotional mind. It can only accept, not reject. It cannot tell the difference between what is real and what is imagined. Okay. So our subconscious mind is our emotional mind. And unlike the conscious mind, it can only accept information coming from the conscious mind. It cannot tell the difference between what is real and what is imagined. Now, let's see this play out in terms of being on the side of ignorance. Now, on the outside of our mind, we have thought power. Okay, so you see this right over here. That's thought power. So that's information from outside your mind. This could be from videos that you watch, from what you read on the newspapers, what you watch on TV, what other people are telling you. This is where thought power comes in. Now, if you live on the side of ignorance, you choose to have other people's opinions and whatever is being said on the news enter your subconscious mind. Now, your conscious mind has thoughts of worry and doubt. And then you choose to give it a focus, which in turn goes into your subconscious mind as fear. It then sends a vibration to your body in the form of anxiety, in which you put out an action, choosing to give in to anxiety, freezing in place. That sets up an attraction and creates the results. So here we have information entering the conscious mind. If you choose to focus on it, it's going to go into your subconscious mind, which can only accept information coming in from above and sends a vibration to your body in which you produce an action that creates an attraction in which produces the results. Now, when you choose to focus on ignorance, when you choose to focus on thoughts of worry and doubt, this is how anxiety is created. It's because you allow thoughts of worry and doubt to enter your conscious mind. However, I did say earlier on that your conscious mind has the ability to accept or reject information coming in. So let's look at it on the other side. Knowledge. Now let's say you learned something that resonates with you deep within your heart, and you allow that to enter your conscious mind. Let's say it's the thought of, I am good enough. So that thought enters your conscious mind. And if you choose to put a focus on it, that's going to seep in to your subconscious mind. It's going to accept that as fact, which then will send a vibration to your body. You will take an action on it. What will that be? It will be an action that shows you're confident in being able to achieve whatever you set your mind to, which will then set up an attraction and therefore produce the results. This is how you succeed at anything that you set your mind to, including business. So it's very important that you be mindful of the thought power you have going into the conscious mind. Now, you want to know something really shocking? I'll go ahead and illustrate it for you. So give me a moment to actually erase here, and I'll go ahead and show you something that I believe you'll find very shocking. So when we are infants, all we have is our subconscious mind. So that's how we are as infants. We only have our subconscious mind open. We don't have our conscious mind developed yet. And so, what is going in to our conscious mind? Well, we have TV, news, other people, and all these things are going into our conscious mind. I mean, not our conscious mind, our subconscious mind, as we're developing our conscious mind. Now, if we take awareness of our minds, it's going to look something like this. Okay, so our minds are going to look something like this if we take control of them. We have our conscious mind developed and our subconscious mind. Now, ideally, that's where we should be at. But because we're not taught to get an understanding, this is what ends up happening when we get older if we're not aware of it. We allow TV, the news, and other people to influence our subconscious mind, and hence we often wonder why life is not where we want it to be. Because we leave our subconscious mind open throughout a majority of our lives. And we don't take control of them because we're conditioned to believe what we see on TV, what we hear on the news, and what other people think. Now, how do you take back control of your mind? You see this word right over here? This is think. You gotta think. If you want to take back control of your mind, think. You don't have to accept whatever you see on TV, whatever you see on the news, whatever you hear other people's perceptions are. You don't have to accept that as your own reality. You don't have to accept whatever information is coming from here. Think. In all that you're getting, get understanding. That's what Bob Proctor talked about. In all that you're getting, get understanding. Now, what does this have to do with business? Well, it has everything to do with it. Because if you're not aware of how your mind is working against you, because it is, unless you take back control of it. What's going to happen is when you're working on your business, you know you need to take action. You know that you need to invest the time to learn your skill sets. And you know you need to take action every single day doing something to move you forward in your business. But because you're not working on personal development, because you're not taking the time to understand how your mind works, that's going to cause you to stay stagnant. That's what's going to keep you frozen in place versus moving forward. And it's so important to understand this because it can be very easy to get caught up in distractions, to get caught up in the chaos that is in the outside world right now and not focusing on what truly matters. So I urge you, if you get anything out of this, think. You don't have to believe everything that you hear. You don't have to accept that information as fact. You take back control of your mind and have your conscious mind developed. Remember, your conscious mind has the ability to accept or reject information. You can choose what thoughts you want to focus on. And that's key right there. What makes all the difference between you having success or you staying stuck where you've always been and nothing in your life ever changing is what thoughts you choose to give a focus to on an everyday basis. Do you want to give a focus to thoughts of, I'm not good enough, this business is not going to work for me, my life is never going to change? Do you honestly want to give those thoughts a focus so that it keeps on creating anxiety within your body and then it keeps creating fear constantly in your life? Or do you want to focus on thoughts of, I am good enough, I can build this business, I have everything that I need in order to succeed? If you give those thoughts a focus, what that will do is that it will send a vibration to your body in the form of action. You're going to be doing all that you can on an everyday basis in every present moment. And that's going to set up an attraction in which it's going to produce the results of that kind of individual that truly believes in themselves, that they're confident, and they can succeed in their business. Remember, every day that you wake up out of bed, you have a choice. What will you choose? That is the question to always ask yourself. Okay, I trust you got a ton of value out of that segment. Now I'll move on to the questions that have come in prior to this live stream, and I'm going to go ahead and start answering those questions right now. Okay, Martin asks, how do online sales funnels work? Great question, Martin. You have 3 parts to a sales funnel. You have your capture page, your bridge page, and your sales page. Now let's talk about the first one, your capture page. What does a capture page do? A capture page has some copy on it that's relevant to the sales page that comes later on in the funnel. And you have some copy in which gets the lead to opt in with their information. Now, you can have name, email, phone number, those kinds of fields on the capture page. You also have the option of adding a background to that capture page as well. But what I recommend that you do is for the copy on the capture page, make sure you keep it simple and congruent to your sales page, and only have the email field on the capture page. The goal of the capture page is to capture the lead's email so that they go into your autoresponder and they go through your follow-up series. Now, after the lead opts in with their email on the capture page, they then go into the bridge page. Now, what is a bridge page? A bridge page is a page with a video on it, which particularly is of you on the video, telling the lead what to expect next. Now, this bridge page video should be no more than 1 minute and 30 seconds. And below that video should be a button. Now, that button, if the lead clicks on that button below that video, they'll be taken to the sales page presentation. And that's where they can either buy whatever's on the sales page, or they just simply hop off. But that's how sales funnels work. You have a capture page that captures the lead's email so that they can go into your autoresponder and go through your follow-up series. You then have a bridge page in which you tell the lead what to expect next and encourage them to click the button below the video. Once they click that button, they're redirected to a sales page in which they can either buy whatever it is on the page, or they just simply hop off and carry on with whatever it is that they were doing previously. But that's how sales funnels work. Now, if you follow those sales funnels and get good at how to build those effectively and you test them, you're going to sharpen your skills of what it can take to build sales funnels. Mindy asks, what should marketers keep in mind when designing and executing campaigns? What you got to keep in mind is make sure the message is matching the market. Make sure you're targeted in every campaign that you do. And this goes for all of your content, videos, social media posts, emails, the whole shebang. You got to make sure all of your content is targeted to your specific audience. It matches what they're looking for. The message is matching the market. And make sure that whatever product or service that you're selling, make sure it is in alignment with what that target audience is looking for. It's so important to keep that in mind and to follow, because if you don't follow that, you're going to be shooting in the dark. You're going to be creating all these pieces of content in which you're not going to be seeing results from. You're going to be left wondering why nothing is working. I remember there was a time in the beginning where I was putting out content, but I wasn't really seeing much engagement or results, or if it was emails, I wasn't seeing much opens and clicks. Now, why was that? Because I wasn't getting specific with my target audience. I wasn't honing in on matching the message to the market. And whatever I was promoting, it wasn't matching up with my messaging and also the audience. So it's very important that you must match the message to the market and make sure your product or service is complementary to whatever that target audience is looking for. Oliver asks, would you recommend doing Facebook ads? The short answer is no. I'll tell you why. The reason why you don't want to do Facebook ads is it's a complicated strategy and And you really got to invest time, and you got to really invest into a course that's going to help you to understand how to do Facebook ads. But also, on the other side of that, you also need to have a big paid advertising budget. Why do you think you see people like Russell Brunson, Grant Cardone, Ray Higdon, all of those successful marketers, entrepreneurs do Facebook ads? It's because they have a huge paid advertising budget. So they can go ahead, invest into Facebook paid advertising, and they can just keep investing into that because they know what they're doing. They've gotten crystal clear on their target audience, and they know what kinds of content to put out there that's going to get them leads. Now, if you're a beginner and you're considering Facebook ads, I would not recommend that you do that, especially if you're on an extremely tight budget, because what can happen is if you don't invest into a course that will teach you Facebook ads and you don't have the big advertising budget to do it, what's going to happen is if you put money into a Facebook ad without ever truly understanding what you are doing, this is how you're going to go broke real fast. So instead, what I would recommend you do for paid advertising is learn how to do solo ads. Because not only is it cheaper, but also when you take the time to learn how to actually invest into solo ads as your paid advertising strategy, you're going to find that it's going to be much easier for you than if you were to do Facebook ads. He asks, how can email marketing be used to nurture strong relationships with subscribers and create brand loyalty? The goal of email marketing when it comes to broadcasting to your list on an everyday basis, it's not to sell them. In fact, that's the last thing that you want to do. If all you send are pushy, salesy type of emails, your list is not going to be responsive, and your chances are those leads are going to go away real fast. They're going to be unsubscribed, and they're just going to forget about you completely. However, what you want to focus on in order to create strong relationships with your leads is to focus on getting that conversation going. Connect with them and go into their minds about what is it that they're constantly thinking about? What keeps them up at night? What is bothering them so much? You got to enter that conversation in their head. And when you do your emails and you set up your weekly campaigns, you're going to know what to write about. You're going to know how to speak to those leads on your list. Now, are you going to be able to reach everyone? No. The truth of the matter is, not everybody is for you, and that's okay. If you see someone unsubscribe from your list, don't take it personally. Instead, you want to keep on going. Don't be afraid to get real with your list. Connect with them. Have a conversation. Don't make it about, oh, buy my stuff all the time. These people are tired of being on several different mailing lists that are doing just that. Be the marketer that stands out and leads with value and connects with them in a way that they deeply resonate with you. That's how you're going to build those strong relationships with your leads, is if you connect with them like a real human being, you bring them into your world, and you talk about the things that they're constantly thinking about. You be the solution provider to their problems. So Mitra asks, can you provide insights into successful email marketing campaigns? What I can tell you, Sumitra, is when it comes to creating your email marketing campaigns, you want to focus on creating value-based content. Those are the kinds of emails that are going to get you high opens and clicks and get you conversions. If you don't focus on getting creative with your email marketing campaigns, if you don't create value-based content that resonates with your leads, you're going to be leaving a lot of money on the table and you're going to be wasting a ton of time. Create value-based content in which it's the kind of emails, the kind of information that your lead is looking for. Now, how are you going to know if your email marketing campaigns are going to work? You don't. Not unless you test them. As an email marketer and as a marketer in general, and this is what I learned from my coaches and mentors, Ace and Rich Guzman, you always want to test, track, and tweak. Now, with your email marketing campaigns, you got to test your emails, track those results, track how many opens are you getting and how many clicks are you getting, and make the necessary tweaks and just keep on rinsing and repeating that process until you get the desired result that you're looking for. Okay, so if you have any more questions, I'll be around for another moment and we'll go ahead and wrap this up. Okay, I don't see any more questions. I trust you got a ton of value out of this live stream. And if you did, I invite you to join me on the journey of achieving time freedom. Simply grab my beginner's cheat sheet for affiliate marketing by looking for the link below this video. And let me know how I can be of service to you in helping you achieve business success on your journey. I'll gladly point you in the right direction. With that said, this is Mark Castillo, aka the Digital Marketing Warrior. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching this live stream. Have an amazing day wherever you may be, whatever time zone that you're watching this from, and I'll see you on the next video very soon. Take care and all the absolute best.